needle off the record. Right? And I thought they were really playing. They were just playing a record for us. They're just going like that.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, it's the tuba Christmas.
And look at this lady.
Oh, it's a bear. Oh my, she's a two-fister.
I like my. Actually, I like it every other. Come down here.
You wanna? Yeah, did you go next door?
No, I'm gonna sit by myself. The heck with all.
Yeah. There was a rain.
No, I helped Ricky carry all that stuff down. They wouldn't send Kelly up to get her own stuff. Poor Ricky's trying to get down the stairs with like 6 things. Poor guy.
Laughing what? Because it was funny. We were happy.
I can see. Well, I saw Jerry or Jeff back there. How you doing? I saw Jeff back there and I go,
Did you see that?
I didn't even suppose that, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jerry,
Kind of got a good shot of Bill again. Yeah. Yeah, move him up in the middle. Tube of toothpaste. That's what all the power is for. And they have like
black ones like that. She's black and white. Mine are actually dark martins.
He went to the fire.
Ohio has several Tuba Christmas performances. Concerts take place in Wilmington, Worcester, Columbus, Lorraine, Niles, Tiffin, Cleveland, Medina, and the Civic Theater in Akron. Each year, Akron consistently hosts approximately 300 to 350 tuba and baritone players.
And now, the New Horizons do Christmas.
say after they got here, Pennsylvania 65000, and a whistle was supposed to blow. And the whistle was broken. And I just want to tell the young intern who was playing the whistle on time that God loves her. and if these things happen, and if these were the worst things that happened in a lifetime, we would be well off indeed. So we were going to have a little fun and then speak seriously. So I'll just, that was the fun, and you left. I've got some notes here, but I just want to speak from my heart to the three of you. I know I represent everyone who was on stage tonight, not only this group, but the earlier groups, the family group, the tuba Christmas group, the saxophone ensemble, beginners band, silver band. And without these three people, the wonderful outreach program with the college, the New Horizon Band program would not be possible. And that's very obvious to me now. I'm only here in my second year, but they've all been with us. They are tutored and mentored by Professor Joss. They are wonderful musicians. They're all teachers in their respective schools. They have tireless energy. They get up at 5 a.m., I know, every school day to travel to school to prepare, and then we get them in the evening on Wednesday in the middle of that school week. And they just, I know they must be exhausted, but they don't let us know that. And they have this marvelous enthusiasm and tireless energy that they share with us. They treat us as individuals, and yet they have in the process, besides helping us to be better musicians, I think to be better people and to mold our groups into a family that are helpful to one another. We had a member of our silver band whose husband died during the year, and Laura and the others have said, let's remember Alec, and we did that with cards, and she came back to the band, and we gave her hugs, and so we're a family, and we thank you for that. We thank you for the diversity that you bring. Wonderful musicianship, but there's all the other things besides, and you are a blessing to many. We thank God for you, and we just are so happy to be here. If you ever want to know about New Horizon Band and recruiting for it as a reason to join and so on, and not to be afraid, speak to me. I was terrified after years of not playing until Brian, our Bowser in the outreach office said something, just a few words about you. It was so positive that then I came here and I was welcomed by two of our saxophone players, and that was the family part from the beginning. There's nothing to be afraid of. We have a good time, we learn a lot, and I think it makes us all better people. So we're going to now show our appreciation. Some of our hardworking faithful no longer the elves, but a few minutes.
What's that? Yeah.
Raised the level of performance, certainly, since we started this program. And so we're very excited that we get to come and teach even harder literature. That's always a joy to any music teacher. So we appreciate all the work that you've done as well. We appreciate that greatly. perhaps even more poignant. Lest We Forget was written by a composer who composes a great deal for school bands. His name is Jim Swearingen. And in this particular piece, he strayed from his perhaps usual composition and wrote a lovely ballad that was dedicated to his father, Bruce Swearingen, who was a veteran of World War II. So this is to honor not only his father, but to all the veterans who have served in the military. So we hope you enjoy Lest We Forget.
the different sections make this unique. One thing that you also will be able to hear is the Green Cities melody a couple times throughout. Before we close our program for this evening, I have a couple of important thank yous to share. At this time, I'd like to ask all of my teachers and my teaching interns to please stand. We couldn't do this program without you, and I'm most grateful for your time and effort. Please stand. I would be remiss if I didn't thank Linda Bendel. She's our low brass teacher and our tuba Christmas coach, and she's not able to be here with us this evening, but we are grateful. I just got to wave my arms, but she did all the hard work. In addition, I'd also like to thank the Institute for the Learners in Retirement. The ILR is a wonderful organization that is very large, about 3,000 members strong in Cuyahoga County. It's a wonderful organization if you're interested in participating in a number of free classes that they have. They have been extraordinarily supportive of this program, an $11,000 seed grant 2.5 years ago to get our feet on the ground. And this past fall, they were kind and generous enough to award us another $10,000 to purchase music to begin to establish a library and also purchase tuba and a very sax. So we are extraordinarily grateful for their generosity. So I'd like to thank the ILR as well. Once again, I'd like to recognize the Conservatory Outreach Department. That's the umbrella under which this project exists, and we're very grateful to Brian Bowser and the University for their support. Thank you very much for coming this evening. We do appreciate your time, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Okay. got a hair stick in it. Come here. Look like alfalfa. That's better.
I know. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, just go through it. If you screw up, just keep going.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay. From the top?
From the top.
Oh my God. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. Pumping out the volume, breaking down to the beat.
Cruising through the Walmart, we'll be checking the scene.
Contact will be running, cause we're coming up fast. Rubbermaid is crying, cause we're kicking their ass. Pull up to the buyer, we're raising the bar. Retailing says homework #1 superstar. We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. What do you mean we didn't make it?
One more time.
Oh, that was so good.
One thing, Gary, you came through and then stepped, and you were kind of out of the shot.
Oh, okay.
So
You gotta come back.
do what you did.
Well, we can shift that when he was that way.
Was that good?
Yeah.
It was corny, so.
Yeah, it was better. And
That's not fair, they're looking at us.
Who is we? Who's that?
Thing that looked good too. So
Yeah.
everything was good. Okay.
Can we good?
Okay, let's do one more time. You guys ready?
Over there. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. Pumping out the volume, breaking down to the beat.
Cruising through the Walmart, we'll be checking the scene.
Content will be running, cause we're coming up fast. Rubbermaid is crying, cause we're kicking their ass.
Pull up to the buyer, we're raising the bar.
Retailing says homework #1 superstar. We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
Okay, that was good. You want to see that?
Did you say Walmart? Walmart.
You ready?
1, 2, 3.
3.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. Pumping out the volume, breaking down to the beat.
Cruising through the Walmart, we'll be checking the scene.
Contact will be running, cause we're coming up fast. Rubbermaid is running, cause we're kicking their ass. Pull
Up to the buyer, we're raising the bar.
Retailing says homework #1 superstar. We're coming up, so you better get this party started. We're coming up, we're coming. We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
we caught that one line caught us again.
You want to try one?
Yeah, it'll help us.
Try one
Yeah.
with music. Okay.
All right, there were 2 screw-ups in that one, too.
Get
though.
that Rubbermaid
Yeah.
hard loud.
Okay, wait. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do?
Rubbermaid.
What can we do?
Maybe
different?
we turn and you
I
guys
think-
kick our ass.
Why don't you turn and I'll slap you guys?
Yeah.
both?
Maybe we
you.
no, we
Both
turn
of you
around and
turn
you guys
around
kick
and
our
then
ass.
you guys say kick their ass.
Crackers will be kicking their ass and then they kick our ass.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
More choreography. Let's teach
All
us.
right, we're getting very complex.
What else?
Very complex.
We'll be great by the end of the day.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready.
3, 2, 1.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up. We're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. Pumping out the volume, breaking down to the beat.
Cruising through the Walmart, we'll be checking the scene.
Contact will be running, cause we're coming up fast. Rubbermaid is crying, cause we're kicking her ass. Pull up to the
We're raising
the bar.
Oh, they got homework number 1.
Superstar. I was too close to her. We were so proud of her. We were like,
You want us to sing and walk at the same time?
we can't dance. We can't do it.
Come on, I'm chewing gum.
We can sing and dance and be rockets. We can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
I said whoever made it was kicking our ass. That's what I said.
I heard you laughing there.
I'm like, crap.
Oh.
Okay, one more time.
You're not going to have enough to piece together. Yeah, really.
Are you ready? Ready. Okay. One, two, three, four.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up, we're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started. Pumping up the volume, breaking down to the beat.
Cruising through the Walmart, we'll be checking the scene.
Contact will be running, cause we're coming up fast. Rubbermaid is crying, cause we're kicking their ass.
Pull up to the buyer, we're raising the bar. Home Disney says homework number 1 superstar.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
We're coming up, we're coming.
We're coming up, so you better get this party started.
Perfect. Okay, good. We almost slipped on that same line again.
Okay, are we done?
What do you mean we didn't make it?
Yeah.
Did you get that
Make it.
Oh dear Lord, 3 things I pray: to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day. Would you stand? Day by day.
Take a moment to greet one another in the name of the living God.
Like I said, I got a tripod there. That's what we use.
Oh, you do have one? Yeah, you know.
There's such a thing as parallax there. Wow, that's pretty weird. Oh, wait a minute. It's easier to move the gauge.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let me get focused.
Can you go back a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Okay, let's just get about 20 seconds, 20, 25 seconds. And I guess, simulate what you'd be doing. If this is kind of the speed of measurement, if it goes like that. Like right there, you're up against that line, the 1. Below 0. And let's do a few that are quicker too. We'll get a feel of how the motion, if it can keep up. Okay. That should be good. And did you want to also, can we get some footage of that one too? Sure. We'll do 2 different gauges.
Yeah, it's pretty much what
And sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you're more slowly moving that now.
Yeah.
And is that about the speed when you're measuring? It goes slow like that? It doesn't tend to jump around a lot?
Yeah. Pretty slow.
At least what the people would need to see. I mean, they might know that you're just calibrating it for a second, but
Yeah.
the fine-tuning stuff is like this.
Jordan, if I open this door while you're messing with that?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do, we got a little bit of that. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit more.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to show focus, but yeah, probably too close to focus. I think I'm a little bit back. There we go. There we go. We are sharp, more or less. Okay. So it's zoomed in a little bit. Okay. And this is basically, I mean, what you're envisioning, you wouldn't be seeing, the actual hand on the machine at all. You don't need to see what's being done to the piece. It's just the gauge, right?
Oh, I don't know. Probably want to see it
Okay.
all.
Let's do a shot. Let's just see. So we'll have it. Let me just get a shot of if that's what a piece would be.
Well, it doesn't, but it would be close enough.
Get a little bit more of that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're down.
I'll go on through. This is simulations.
Oh, is this for the whole web thing?
Yeah, Hank wants to be able to do first piece inspections and videotape or live broadcast it. We're going to be CNN Grindall. W Grindall. There you go.
Over the net? Yeah, it's still going to be time delayed though.
Wow. A little bit.
That's up to
It's
him.
a couple seconds is what we found. Okay, so you'd be adjusting down there.
Yeah, and then measuring something, but we don't have one of those things because we shipped it to Phoenix.
Okay. So, but this is basically the scale.
This
Okay.
thing jumps around a couple, like anywhere between 16 to 12 to 14. I don't know if the batteries are going dead or if it's just what I'm doing with it, but I like using the other ones better.